Well, I wanted to share with you a very underrated resource by D.A. Carson, and I'm talking about the 7th edition of his New Testament Commentary Survey. So if you're wanting to know what commentaries are worth purchasing for your spiritual life, then you really do need to have this book. So let me just kind of give you 3 reasons that this book, I think, will be helpful to you as you study. Firstly, it is wide-ranging and very well informed. It is exhaustive, I think, as far as the number of commentaries that he talks about. So what he does is he provides very comprehensive coverage of a lot of English language New Testament commentaries. He does a little bit in French and other languages, but not much. And he goes through and he gives the strengths and the weaknesses of quite a few of these commentaries. Sometimes he spends a fair amount of time, sometimes he doesn't spend much time at all. But it's pretty kind of funny to read because he's honest as he talks about some of these commentaries. And it kind of makes you laugh a bit. I mean, he'll say things like, it's not worth it for the price, or, it's too brief even to be considered, the first choice, or sometimes he'll just kind of straight up warn you ahead of time. Hey, this commentary is fantastic, but I can't get behind his view on so-and-so a passage, or on who this person thinks the author is, or something like that. But I think it's really entertaining and engaging. I really think it is a very helpful resource for pastors and students. And I also think some lay people will get some help from it as well. The second reason that I think that it's helpful is because it provides guidance that saves you time. Understand that the number of commentaries that are out there currently, it's so much. It's borderline insanity. And the number of good and helpful commentaries is much smaller, and the number of excellent commentaries is even smaller than that. So this book, I think, is very helpful because it saves hours of research by offering quick but often meaningful commentary summaries that will help you. The third reason that it's helpful is because it is budget friendly. I mean, it's pretty cheap if you think about it. I don't know, 10 or 11 bucks right now on Amazon. I'll put the link down below for if you wanted to purchase it. But overall, it is an excellent resource for anybody that needs guidance concerning what commentaries to be able to purchase for your own study, which eventually helps you in your own spiritual life. Now, I do want to present some cons. So let me just share 2 cons, I think. Firstly, the format, I think, is inconvenient. I mean, I really think the format can be better. I would prefer if it was organized as more of a structured list rather than prose paragraphs. I think that is what makes it a challenge. Although the paragraph form may lend itself to a more engaging or more entertaining survey, I mean, that certainly could be true. The format makes you have to go on the hunt. So you're having to find which commentaries he sees as being the best or being pride of place. It's not very clear. I also wish that he would categorize things better. For example, here's a list of commentaries and expositions for pastors or for students, and here's a list of commentaries and expositions for lay people, something like that. He doesn't really do that. Every now and then he'll point out what it's for, but it's not a structured list that makes that clear. Secondly, this resource is kind of dated now. There have been tons of really good commentaries that have come out since he wrote this, and I believe it was 2013. So at this point, I don't know that you can really use this as your only resource. I would advocate and recommend that you also go to a website like bestcommentaries.com, where you can see the ratings for most of these commentaries that have come out that are old and new, things that have come out very recent. There's also a pretty interesting YouTube channel out there. I'll see if I can put a link down below as well. It's called Best Bible Commentaries, and each month he comes out with a video about the best commentary on such and such, or a new commentary is coming out in the month of July or something like that. So all of this is to say that the problem is that the material ages fast, especially as more Greek manuscripts are found and more history and more archaeology is uncovered. That said, I still think that this book is a gem, and it is not to be ignored if you are a serious student of the Scriptures. I really believe that. Well, thank you so much, and God bless you in the way.